All right, everybody, here we go. I am ready to play the weekend game. And I'm looking at board one right here, and it looks like it's going to start off in an interesting way. Our partner opened a club, and we have 5-5 with a really good hand. So, as in any situation, folks, when you're 5-5, you just always 100% of the time will bid your higher ranking suit first. And now it goes one club, one heart, one spade. And now, well, make your bid, folks. What would you do here? What did you do at the table? If you don't know what to do in any of these situations, just think about think about what you know and where you might belong, right? Always. So here, what you do know, as soon as partner opens one club, you're going to play game, or you're going to want to play game. The second part of the question is, do we know which game that's going to be? And right now, we don't. We might think 3-no trump at this point. But we also have the potential to still play hearts, right? Partner hasn't denied 3 hearts. They've denied 4 of them, right? We've only shown 4 when we respond. So here, we use 4th suit forcing. And we're not betting diamonds naturally, even though we do, in fact, have 5 diamonds on this hand. We're doing this to see if we have a heart fit. And this is very interesting. Look at this. So 4th suit forcing is going to be used for these times where we have enough to play game and we're just not sure either what strain we're going to play in, or sometimes we're not sure how high we're going to go, right? Or we're just trying to drive to slam from this point anyway. But it's a nice way to game force when we weren't able to with our first couple of bids. So when partner is facing this 4th suit forcing bid, their priorities are logical. Their first priority is to show us 3 card support for the major we bid originally, which would be hearts here. So when they don't have that, their second priority is to bid no trump when they have a stopper in the 4th suit. So here's what we know, folks. We know partner has the king of diamonds, or at least they should here, right? They should not be bidding 2-no trump without it. So we have a nice, comfortable 3-no trump bid. We're not going to play any higher than this. We have a best hand here. And here, yeah, we know we're getting this nice source of tricks and diamonds. And look at this hand. Wow. All right, so first things first, folks. Simple as always. Count your winners. And then find out or determine where your extra tricks are going to come from. And here, I would not necessarily count 5 diamond winners, but I'm going to find out right now. In fact, I'm going to actually just make sure we don't want to maintain entries, and we might need to. But here, I think we can just play low and hop up with that king, and then king of hearts. All right, so now we knew we had 5 diamonds, right? And now, what else do we have? Well, that king of hearts was another one. That's 6. The 2 black aces is 8, and the ace of hearts is 9. Where are our extra tricks going to come from, folks? The answer is hearts, right? We might be able to develop tricks in clubs on some occasions, but not that many. We certainly aren't going to develop any in spades unless we lose a lot and get lucky. So here, the only potential spot for extra tricks is hearts, and we're going to be careful with this. Do not play all of your diamonds, because your diamonds are a source of tricks for sure, but they're also doubling as an entry to your heart tricks that you're trying to create here. So we've played the king of hearts already. We're now going to play the ace. It doesn't really matter what we pitch. We're not setting up cards over there. And now we just plunk out that queen of hearts, and now they've broken evenly. We're going to take the 10 of hearts and the 5 of hearts. So we're really doing well here. The opponents are just bleeding a spade now. And here, what we're going to do, we're going to set this up and maybe try to grind another trick out of this. So I didn't even look at what happened to our left. But here, we're essentially just going to play our diamonds. And then we're going to play our hearts. And we're going to hold on to like spades and 1 club. And here, again, I'm not paying attention at all. I'm just going to see if I see a bunch of spade honors. I didn't see enough, right? I don't think the jack is enough. So we're going to pitch this. And then we're just going to play a low club to the ace and hope they made a mistake. They did not. All right, and there's that queen of spades, and there's that king of clubs, but that's 11 tricks. I mean, I would guess that's pretty reasonable for our score. Let's just jump over and take a quick peek. Yeah, and I mean, I don't really see the auction going too much differently at too many tables here, and really, on this hand, we don't really have much more to take tricks-wise either, it doesn't look like, right? We're guaranteed to get 5 diamonds. If we play hearts correctly, we will get 4 heart tricks, right? And then we just have those 2 other aces. Nothing to set up in those other suits. In fact, the opponents might have done a better job had they gotten off to a different lead. Specifically, a spade lead would have been pretty good for them, I would say. And on this one, you know, we just are able to take our tricks before they are. All right, sweet. Let's jump over to this next hand, hand number 2. Well, this is automatic. We just have a no trump opener here. Ooh, partner bids 2 no trumps. So for the robots, this is weird. For your normal expert standard, or even just kind of normal standard minors 2 transfers, 2 no trumps should just be diamonds. But for the robot, I believe it's clubs, which is weird. All right, so try not to get your minor suit transfer structure from the robot methods. It's really kind of odd. They play this minor suit stamen and they play this as clubs. So whatever, we have no choice, right? When we do this, we have no choice. And now, okay, this shows shortness in diamonds, which we're comfortable with, right? In this case, partner's certainly showing length in clubs, and they're showing shortness in diamonds. Now, I mean, if they have really good clubs, this is a hand where we might make a whole bunch of tricks in clubs, but I don't think we're really going to be searching for that sort of contract here. And no trump is usually preferred when we have a good minor suit fit. And what we want to look for here, when partner transfers to a minor and then bids a new suit, frequently it's a major suit, they're always showing shortness in that suit. So what we're gauging is our threat level. And our threat level in diamonds is not severe. We have king 9 fourth. So if partner has like singleton 10 or singleton jack or something like that, that's going to be a holding that might even produce 2 stoppers sometimes. But here we're not in desperate straits, so we're going to just bid 3 no trump and play it there. But recognize partner is providing you kind of a couple of paths here for success. So here I'm just going to bid 3 no trump, and there we go, folks. And not surprisingly, they've gotten off to a very reasonable choice of leads on this one, the diamond. So we are in a little bit more of a threatened position, but still, that 9 is going to be a pretty good card for us, I think. And before we do anything, let's just count our winners and see what we're going to need here. And on first glance here, it looks like we have 4 hearts, 2 spades, and the ace of clubs, right? However, we have a whole bunch of extra tricks to take in clubs if things are going well for us, and maybe 1 extra diamond. But this is a spot where I don't really think we would want to be anywhere else on this hand other than maybe not in game. But at this point, now that they've led this diamond, let's give a little duck here as well. All right, we're going to just make a hold-up play at least once, and we'll see what happens next. And now they're leading a diamond, and I mean, we're pitching a club. Don't even worry about that. We have tricks on the side here, and we've already pitched enough from dummies. So at this point, I think we should be taking this king of diamonds. And now I'm just going to put the jack of clubs on the table. And I wanted to see that for sure. And at this moment, we want to wait 1 second. Okay, so you might see this and say, oh man, if I just now play clubs, I'm going to set those up and I'm going to have a whole bunch of tricks to take and we're going to make it and it's going to be plus 600 and Rob's going to say how well I played it. And yeah, that may be true sometimes, but here we have to recognize that there's a little bit of danger, and we also have to see if we have enough tricks to take 9 at this point. So how do we do that? Well, we look at where we stand so far, and that's 2 tricks right up here, and we count the rest of our winners. So we have 4 heart winners, we have 2 spade winners, and we have 1 club winner over there with the queen. So that's 7 winners total that we have in the bank, and we've already taken 2. So there's our 9 tricks. The problem with setting up clubs is the opponents have already set up their diamonds, right? So if we let them in with clubs, they may in fact just rip off all their diamond tricks. But we do have an opportunity to maybe give them a moment of, pause, right? We can play all of our hearts first. All right, we're going to play a low heart to the king. Going to cash the ace of hearts, pitching a club. We'd like to see when they pitch a club, if they've done that from the third, a 3-card club holding. That's very good. And we will see if that's the case here. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, no, they had 4 clubs. Okay, so they're toying with our emotions as the robot usually does. But here, recognize, it looked like the diamonds were dividing evenly anyway, so we weren't truly in terrible danger. But even so, we had already lost 2 tricks from that particular moment, folks. So if we had let them in, let's say to set up the club, what was our exchange going to be? At best, it was going to be that. they were going to, sorry, at best it was going to be they didn't have the long diamond and the long club, so we would have taken one extra trick. But at worst, you're going down, and a lot of times you're just chopping your action because they would have taken a club and a diamond for making exactly 3 in this case. All right, so, I mean, 2 pretty reasonable scores. We haven't done anything tremendously weird, as usual. I'm going to try to play down the middle, as always, other than maybe just a little more aggression in these spots. But at this point, another easy 1 no trump opener. Now, hey, it's a minor suit transfers over no trump day. Nice. Let's just add this to the class structure here. So 1 no, 2 spades. Now this is a super weird agreement. This is just minor suit statement. It asks for a 4-card minor. We don't have either, so we just bid 2 no trump. Okay, just make this your default response. I know you might be worried about hearts here, but here our partner looks like they're showing shortness in spades, and this is another of the exact same decision, folks. What's our fear of no trump now? Well, I fear it way less this time, folks, with ace, king, queen, 4th. And the fact that partner has some hearts over there means it's okay as well. So don't pass. We're going to bid 3 no trump here. And recognize that when partner does this, when partner makes some sort of minor suit exploration bid, whatever you play, and I hope you're playing more of the expert standard that I referenced earlier, if they're going to continue after that, it's a game forcing situation, right? So we're not passing ever. We're just, I mean, obviously we're not passing when they're showing shortness, but we're not going to let this go. We're always going to go forward, and it just depends on where we're going to go from that point. Interesting, they do get off to the lead as usual. They're leading the shortness, but now we are in full control. We don't want to let them know how much of a full control situation we're in, so we'll win the high honor. And now comes the decision point. What do we do? Do we take a diamond finesse or not? And on this hand, if I had the 10 of diamonds or even maybe the 9 of diamonds, I would consider just crossing the dummy and taking a diamond finesse. But the problem is it's not usually going to produce... it's usually going to produce 1 loser because we're missing the 10 and the 9. What we might lose out on in a situation like this is if it's onside and the 10-9 are doubleton elsewhere. But I'm not willing to kind of mess around with that. I'm just going to try to set up my trick. So I'm going to play the ace of diamonds, and I'm just going to play a low diamond towards dummy. And I'm so happy to see that it was on my left-hand side for sure. And now I've set up a source of tricks, and now they've gotten the right switch, but it's too late for them, folks. Notice they can't hurt us anymore other than just cashing their heart, and they're not going to do it, folks. Oh yeah, this is going to be fun. All right, so here we go. We're going to pitch this. All right, and I think we're going to sit tight for a second because we have a little bit of some pitching to do here. So we're going to play a diamond to the queen. We're going to play the jack of diamonds, pitching a heart. And we're just looking for clubs, by the way. We're looking for either clubs or spades, and we've seen them both, right? The spade situation, we had 4, dummy had 1. So let's see if I can reconstruct that. We had 4, dummy had 1, that's 5. So it went 6, 7, 8, 9, that's 10. Unless I missed one, it might be 10 or 11. But we can also look at the 7 here as just a winner as well. So here I can now just also picture a heart at this point. And they have thrown a bunch of clubs, so at this point I'm going to play a low club. I'm going to play a club to the queen. And now I'm just going to play the queen as well. Now they pitched the club. So lefty is just kind of holding on to something over there that they think is going to be good, but it's not. Boom. All right. Well, that's 460. So that was pretty good. Let's take a quick peek at just the situation that happens when we run diamonds on that hand, folks. Board 3. So here we go. When we start setting up diamonds and we start running them, the opponents just have terrible decisions to make. And really their best choice here was just to cash out, right? Once we've set up diamonds, you know, they should really be cashing out at that point. But now I just have so many ways to be successful. And who knows that the clubs are 3-3? We don't, right? So I have no idea of knowing that at this point, but the cool thing is I don't really care what's happening because I'm going to give them every opportunity to just give it to me anyway. And this is just going to happen when you have a nice long suit. Don't go cashing your clubs or messing around there. Just continue to take your winners and see what they're doing. And at this point, we just kind of know. And if we're paying attention, like maybe I wasn't, we would have known more concretely. All right, so good stuff. It's an interesting. We're like a broken record in this tournament so far. It's just 3-0, making a bunch of tricks. Whoa, look at this one here, number 4. Best hand so far. What is that, 22? All right, so we're going to just open 2 clubs for sure. And then we're going to bid some spades. I would just do it this way, right? We're just going to show a really good hand with some spades. This is 3 hearts. I almost want to bid 3 no here, to be honest. And I'm going to. I'm gonna bid 3 no trump because I want the lead coming towards me. And also, like, I don't necessarily need to play spades here. I can just kind of sit tight and hope that I'm just able to either set up this suit for a bunch of tricks, or in a case like partner might have, even if they had better hearts, maybe they had a huge source of tricks as well. Interesting. Do we want to take a spade finesse or not? It's messed up. Okay, so if we count our winners, we have 8. Everyone see that? 3 clubs, 2 hearts for 5, the ace of diamonds for 6, and the ace king of spades for 8. Now, that doesn't mean we're only taking 8 tricks. It means that we can take these all right now if we want, and we'll get 8 tricks. We have way more if we just set up spades, and the beauty of this hand is they haven't gotten off to their best lead, which would have been a diamond, okay? But we have some transportation issues, especially if we want everything to go perfectly well for us, meaning if the queen of spades is on side, we really do need to get over there and put that 9 of spades on the table and finesse that card out of our opponent. However, I am just going to play for something good to happen or just losing 1 spade. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to unblock clubs, and then I'm just going to start firing spades. King, want to see the queen. Oh, okay, so it's over. We like this. So now we have, the same thing we've had in the hands before. We're going to play a whole bunch of cards, all right? We're going to save entries on each side of the table here. So here we're going to play the 10 of spades. We're going to pitch a heart. And we're going to play and we're just looking for hearts or diamonds now, folks. All right, so now I'm just going to play another spade, pitch a heart. All right, and we're trying to take one more trick. One more trick is all we're looking for. The hearts are going to play themselves. If we see the queen and the jack, we know what to do. If not, we'll fall back on diamonds. Now we play the king of clubs, and we'll still look for a heart on her. Haven't seen it, so now we play a diamond. And if all's going well, honors are dropping. But as we can see, we don't have enough. We didn't have enough cards to squeeze them out of everything. So here they just are destined to take that one trick. But we gave them a shot to go wrong. That's all we want to do, folks. And is that another 3-0 trump? My goodness. This is the card I want to bring back to my teammates if I'm playing in a match, folks. This is a good start here. So doesn't feel like we're doing anything amazing though, folks. So let's just keep plugging along. 1 club, 1 heart, 2 clubs. Interesting. This is kind of a new minor-ish type situation, folks. So notice we want to find which game we're playing in again. And this is a more difficult situation, folks. It would have been easier if they bid a spade, because then we could use 4th suit forcing. But here they rebid their suit. This is the toughest spot. When we bid a new suit here, notice it says 3+ diamonds, because the robot knows this is sometimes just a means to an end for us. We need to explore the possibility of a heart fit. We didn't find one, so now guess what? We're going to play 3 no. I'm a little worried about spades. However, I love this holding in spades to be led towards, right? So I'm not that upset about it. And here, wow, partner is just on fire with dummies today. This has been a good week for us here. So real quick, counting of the winners, we only start with 5, 3 clubs and 2 hearts, but we have whole bunches of tricks elsewhere. Honestly, diamonds is going to be the suit we're going to look for our extra tricks. And here's the thing. How many extra tricks could we potentially take in hearts on our best day? We already have the ace and king in the bank as winners, so really likely only 1 more, but on our greatest day, 2 more. How many extra diamond tricks do we take if we just knock out the ace? Well, we have 0 winners now. That converts to 3. So it's not always the longest suit in one hand that you'll be firing winners away on. It is the one that's going to provide the most tricks, and sometimes that's the longest collective, or other times it's just the ones that have the meatiest holdings in those suits, and that's a beefy diamond holding, folks. We're not worried about that at all. Okay, good. So I'm going to start playing some diamonds, folks. There's that king of diamonds. That's to the ace. Here comes the spade. We knew that was happening. And now we will be destined to determine what's going on in the rest of the hand. So what we really need to see, and I'm sorry, I didn't see what happened on that check. There we go. We would love to see 3-3 clubs. If we're not going to get that, we may have a chance to, I don't know, take a heart finesse or something. I'm going to play diamonds first, though. I'm going to give them a chance to just do what they do, which is throw away winners, hopefully. All right, there's a heart pitch to our right. There's a heart pitch to our left. All right. And another to our right. Very nice. Okay, let's... they're apparently holding on to some clubs for sure. And here's the king. Okay, we still have life for a 3-3 club break? Not quite. All right, so now we are sitting here and went c6, and they lefty pitched 1, and then righty pitched 2. I would guess queen, a third of hearts is to my left at this point. Which is why I'm going to play the jack. I'm going to give him a chance. There we go. All right, so we gave ourselves a little chance, and really, they do a good job of protecting their honors. That's a pretty reasonable robot read there, by the way. If they have an honor that they expect to take, they'll usually guard it. So the fact that they pitched a heart meant that they probably had queen third left. So you can risk a finesse. They're almost never going to stiff down to that honor there, folks. All right, let's take a look at these last 3 boards. I mean, and I have to say, this is going to be, I mean, can we play 3-0 on every contract? Let's find out. We have a 13 count here. I mean, maybe opening a no trump would be a good spot to play 3-0, but I can't do it. We're going to open a club. Okay, we're going to play some spades here, it looks like. Normal spade raise, partner bids 4. All right, let's see if we're going to make it. Whoa, partner. Look at you. Man, I want to reach over and give him a chef's kiss. Like, this robot has been amazing over there. Notice we're going to get to pitch that diamond on this heart. They've kind of made a blunder on the opening lead, but really, what are they going to do? You know, this is a spot where we're just having a nice, easy play. And guess what we're losing, folks? We're losing the ace of spades, and that is all she wrote. We're even getting a bad trump break. We'll get the bad trump break on this one, folks. It won't bother us at all. There's nothing they can do to harm us now. We will now just claim our 11 tricks. Well, that was an easy one. All right, now let's just try to rip through 2 more games, and then we'll be happy. Ooh, this one might be a tough game to play. We only have 12 points, and it's a best hand tournament, but we're going to open a spade. Ooh, partner bids a no trump, and guess what? Out. I'm out. I'm balanced, and I'm a minimum, folks. Oh, partner, you are so good today, robot. I bow to your superiority. Even though we are missing a spade fit, folks, we don't really care. Even with this diamond lead, we don't really care, because this is a spot where you just, even if the robot's playing a forcing no trump, which they are, the more modern method is to play a semi-forcing no trump for hands specifically like this. Minimum balanced hands that have opened one of a major. We get to now just play one no trump when it's right for us, and I would gauge this as right for us even without a diamond stopper. It's unlucky that we got this situation, that they've actually led the correct suit. But watch this. They can take diamonds. They can do that all they want. But when they do not do that right away, we now have the ability to take a bunch of tricks from our side. And all we're going to do is set this up. We'll probably see a diamond through, and they will take some tricks that way. Oh, wow. They're still playing clubs because they know we blocked clubs, unfortunately. But we have to play hearts, or excuse me, spades, right? We're certainly not going to mess around with that. We'll pitch a diamond. And we'll pitch a heart. And we'll take 7 tricks. I think we could have done 1 trick better here. This is one I kind of sped through here, and it had to do with this club play. Let's just take a quick look. I might be wrong, but just went super fast there. So that seems like a downgrade, by the way. After every game, we're just plus 90 on board 7. So here, that's good. That was the problem, folks. If we hop queen here and just fire spades, we're just so golden. Now I've blocked, right? I've blocked the club suit at this point, right? So if I go back to this, and I say, okay, if they lead a club, I'm supposed to just make it. Oh, I guess. Oh no. Oh, I see what's happening. Okay. So if we did hop queen there, we weren't going to be able to kind of do the same exact thing anyway without them just taking the same number of tricks, I suppose, because they still have that ace of spades entry, I guess. Okay, we'll take their word for it, I suppose. But yeah, okay. let's jump into the next board. I'm sitting here kind of in my own little vortex. All right, last chance to excel, and torturing us on the last board. We have a 14 count, and ace, queen, jack, fourth of diamonds. So do we overcall a no trump, or do we pass? Those are our two choices. I don't know. I mean, I know a lot of the top pros, if they're playing this weekend, are going to bid a no trump, just kind of to be aggressive, and maybe they think they're having a bad game. I don't really think we're having a terrible game at this point, so I'm going to pass. And now I'm going to pass, I think. I don't really want to get partner in there. I have nothing really to show them, and this might be a good hand to be defending one no trump. So let's pay attention here, and let's watch what's happening. And we're going to take our time with this one, mainly because it seems like every time I get to defend a hand, I speed through it with you guys, and to my own detriment. So let's take a moment and just go through a normal defensive process, which would be to count our points that we know about, right? So there's 14 in dummy, which is the most that they could have, right? Because we actually have the best hand here for 14. We have 14, that's 28 total points. And left-hand opponent responded one no trump 6 to 10, so let's give them 8. Right? That's around their average number of points. So that's 28, that's 36. That means partner has around 4 points on average, right? So we're defending this hand alone for the most part. The real question is that a real fourth best lead from partner? If it is, we kind of have a whole bunch of information. And what I mean by that is, if partner has a king of hearts, they really can't have much else. So we would know the lay of these cards. It seems likely that partner does have the king of hearts, because why would they hop ace here and not even pop in that jack? So I mean, I could obviously be wrong here in all these cases, but it's not a great sign that partner has the 10 of clubs. Ooh, lefty has 6 clubs. So yeah, this is the classic kind of response of one no trump to the opening bid of one diamond. They have a 6-card club suit. They have no other way to bid this hand, and now we have to decide what to protect for 2 more pitches. So we're going to pitch a diamond. And we are also going to pitch a diamond. I mean, this rate partner could have more values now. I mean, if lefty has only 6 points, you know, I guess partner could also just have some potential for other cards there if they do have the king of hearts. If they don't have the king of hearts, we really have to protect hearts. That's the problem. So I'm going to pitch a spade here. Okay, they did have the king. Did we pay attention? Do I unblock? I don't think I do. And I'm going to hate myself if I was supposed to. But now we're just going to hopefully unplay them. Oh no, partner did have the king of spades. Nice. All right, partner had a better hand than we thought, because lefty had just this 6 count exactly as we're looking at. I don't know how good this one is, actually. Let's take I just want to look at the result first. Let's get this thing out of the way. And let's just go card by card here. This is unfortunately just too easy for them. All right, they have essentially 7 winners right off the bat, and they get an extra one just with the king of diamonds, essentially, right? So I guess, and it's unfortunate, the hearts are just too kind of even between it. And look at this, folks. Here's my result so far. 58.8 as we read it. Looks like board 2 I could have done better, and this last board was a downer for me. I would guess also the last board is 28, because I think we probably have some bidders on this hand. I'll be proven wrong. I don't know. I'll see my Bridge Camp people in the live results show. Maybe we'll talk about board 8 here. I'd like to see what happened. I'm guessing board 2 is either super average, or maybe I dipped a trick on that one. Let's go back and take a look. So here, this last one, I think we can do better by bidding probably, or let's just take a look. I mean, is there any real pathway to success for us? I mean, it looks like a spade lead would be amazing, obviously, but that's not. I mean, that is something I would lead from that hand. I'm sorry. I'm looking at that. They let a heart from king 4th instead of a spade from king 10 5th. So okay, we'll let partner go on that one. So, and when they do choose to lead a heart, I don't think there's really much we can do in this hand. Unless, you know, we get to kind of break spades later and he holds on to all of those, right? So as they're playing clubs, though, you notice it's so difficult to know what to do, especially when it's the first thing they're doing, right? They're just ripping off 6 club tricks, and you're just saying, well, Let's find out. And the real issue here, folks, for those of you that took the defense course and the back to bridge camp as well, the signals should help you. The problem is when you play with a partner that doesn't signal, you're not going to get really useful information. So let's go back to number 2 and see here. This is the one they had the minor suit transfer and then showed shortness. I really didn't feel like we had opportunity to do more on this one, folks, because we were in some potential danger after ducking the first couple of diamonds, right? So at this point, this was the time where I see this is what happened. Playing a low club gets you the best. They did have stiff king to the left, so it's fair. I played the jack because I want them to cover. I'm hopefully getting the robot play there, but if I notice if I had played a low club, it has to go king, and now I can hop ace back to my jack over to the heart or spade and then cash club, and I still don't get all the clubs, but I get one extra, right? So I can make one extra check there if I play a low club, and that is why the result is a little low here. So whoever played a low club there in the same situation, the same sort of hand, probably got like more like in the high 60s or something like that in this hand. And this one here we'll just look at. I think that is probably a little bidding and a little play, and the rest of it, honestly, it felt like a very averagey set, right? So these scores in here are kind of like middle-ish to high 50s and things like that, because it just seems like these are normal. 4 spades, there might have been some people that clipped off a no trump contract there. I don't know if that's possible, but I guess we'll find out when the results come out. So folks, I hope you enjoyed this video and you're enjoying playing in this event. If you're watching this on YouTube and you are not playing in this weekend game, sign up for it. It is totally free to play, and as you see, it's free to watch the analysis video afterwards. Why not play the boards first and get even more out of this experience? The sign up is right below you here. Just sign up once and you will be signed up forever to play in this game and play alongside some of the best players on planet Earth. So I'll see you next time, folks, for this weekend game, and may the rest of your cards play as easily as this set did. This is a pretty darn good card to be bringing back to the team. All right, guys, take care.